Hello and welcome to the 5th round of the Enduro World Series. My name is Tracy Mosley and I'm here in Millau, France to bring you all the action from this weekend's race as we continue to search for the world's fastest mountain bike racer. Last time out in Ireland we had two French winners, with Adrien Deilly taking his second win of the season and Cécile Ravenel making it 3 wins from 4 races. As we start the second half of the season this weekend, the focus starts to switch to the overall and who is in contention for that world title. So here we are in the Midi-Pyrenees region of France for round 5 of the series. The Natural Game celebrates its 10th anniversary this year, with over 100,000 people expected to attend the festival over the weekend. The stage is set for an amazing spectacle for our sport of mountain biking. So the stage is set for 2 very exciting days of racing ahead. Sit back and enjoy the action from the Natural Games. This is the Enduro World Series, and this is round 5 Millau, driven by Urge BP.
Give me one good reason to stay.
The greasy old dog down there changed a bit from practice. Can't feel my left arm. Oh, my race is done. That was slick, really slick. I stayed on, like it'd be pretty easy just to go off track there and throw away 10 seconds.
To stay. Give me one good reason to stay.
The treacherous wet rock and roots on stage 1 took 2 early casualties in the men's race, with both Martin Mays and Jared Graves having to retire after just 1 stage. Adrien Deilly continued his impressive season, taking first place despite a flat tyre. The French domination began, with Cure, Claquin and Gillet making it a French top 4. Only series leader Greg Callahan could keep pace with the locals. In the women's race, Isabeau Corduria took an early lead, taking a stage win from Ravenel. Anita Gehrig made a strong start in 3rd, and Katie Winton continues her consistent form with a 5th place finish.
That was so good. I'm not too tired yet, so I hope I just can continue like this.
Everybody's looking forward to what comes up next. I'm here to change the game with style and finesse.
I like where it's aggressive, but when it's wide, it's difficult.
Come see me pounding on my chest. In my kingdom, they're all showing me respect. So deep down, feeling blessed when I regress. Lord,
Pretty dirty uphill in the middle. Felt like I was going nowhere.
to give you something that's timeless, something to inspire us, something to remind us. To block out police sirens and make one true righteous. Trigger every single feeling tingling inside us. You can tell that.
The second stage of the day was the most physical of the weekend and allowed current world champ Richie Rude to lay down his power to take the win, ahead of Thomas Lapierre, whose second place would leapfrogging up the rankings from 17th to 4th after stage 2. It was now an entirely French top 5 as Dimitri Tordo moved into 5th in the overall. At the top of the women's race, Ravenel was quick to regain the lead, but now only 2 seconds ahead of Corduria, it was setting up to be a great race. Andriane Lanthier-Nadeau made amends for a disappointing first stage to take third.
Didn't know anything till I was told everything of value. And though I tried to hide, my smile gets wider every day.
Yeah,
But now I can't deny.
It's very slippery. Just little mistake, but I'm here.
I couldn't speak every time I heard your name. And it was like staring at the sun. Every time I tried to take you home. No, you think it's funny, I still find it kinda strange.
I must brake with my ass on my wheel. It's totally crazy.
That you said you always felt the same. But now lady gave her heart away in the hope that I'd keep it safe, but I didn't know.
I'm a little surprised to be second after stage 2 because I rode well, no crash, but not very fast, but I think if ride fast is very hard. I saw at the bottom of all the stages, a lot of riders crash, problems, so it's a hard race.
Stage 3 was described by many as the most technical stage of the weekend. However, the French continued to find grip no one else could, and this time it was a stage win for Alex Cure, putting him into the overall lead. Compatriot Sebastian Claquin was second, and Florian Nicolai made his way into fifth overall. In the women's race, Cécile once again showed her supreme skills and took an impressive win ahead of the mud-loving Scot, Katie Winton. The fourth stage featured some amazingly tight switchbacks. And as expected, Cécile took a convincing win over Corduria. It was another third place finish for Anita Gehrig and a notable fifth place for the British rider Bex Barahona. In the men's race, Alex Cure took a second stage win just ahead of Italian Matteo Raimondi. In the overall, the positions remained unchanged as Cure extended his lead over Dei.
Like ice. This is all over the place. Looking forward to a more dry day, hopefully. Felt good at the beginning, but then on the last stage I had a flat like really at the top, like first section.
Kind of playing the long game for the weekend and the overall, just trying to keep it upright, keep it consistent.
It was good, but the rain just straight on your goggles and then you're trying to look through all the water and the mud, and hopefully tomorrow goes better and I can ride a bit stronger.
I love that one. The top is a bit physical and after it's so fast. Tomorrow is another day, so just I want keep the same feeling.
At the start of stage 5, the heavens opened and the riders were left trying to shelter from the rain. But once again it was a French rider who made light work of the conditions, as Théo Gallet took the stage win. Dimitri Tordo was yet again impressive and cemented his fourth place in the overall. Damien Otton had a strong finish to the day to move into fifth. Bad luck was in store for Isabeau Corduria as she suffered a flat tyre that would cost her dearly and allowed Ravenel to extend her lead to an insurmountable 1 minute 18 seconds as we head into day 2 of racing.
I'd like to say that everyone should respect the tripod. So over the Enduro World Series.
They're getting so clogged up, you're actually coming to a halt. We need this race to be done and these wet conditions to be over now.
I rode safety because my ankle is really huge.
Good, I enjoy a lot. Just the bottom need a maybe mud tire. I chose a dry tire because all the top was rocky.
It's way worse than yesterday. I think it will be hard.
It was a tough start to day 2 for the riders, with continued rain showers turning the lower half of the stage into a mudslide. Joe Barnes put his Scottish wet weather riding skills to use to take second ahead of an experienced Damien Otton. But it was yet another stage victory for Deyi and would see him move into the overall lead. Although voicing her dislike for the conditions, Isabeau Corduria started day 2 as she did day 1 with a win. Andriane Lanthier-Nadeau was revelling in the muddy conditions and continued to move up the rankings to 5th overall.
I love when they throw in short little DH stages. You don't have to work for speed, it's just like you gotta back it off a bit. And man, that was wild.
Dropped in the first bit and tucked the front end over on some greasy stuff, so a bit bummed with that, but I'll keep going.
Definitely my favorite stage. No, I'm not confident, but yeah, try to don't crash.
This was the steepest and shortest stage of the weekend and certainly drew in the crowds. Deyi continued to make light work of the conditions and began to put a gap between himself and the rest of the field. Dimitri Tordo continued his impressive weekend, holding 3rd place in the overall, whilst flying Florian Nicolai quietly moved up 2 places to 5th. The short downhill stage suited the young French rider Chloé Gallion, as she took 3rd on the stage to complete a French 1-2-3, but the overall remained unchanged.
That was really good. Tried to keep it steady on the rock slabs.
Let's step up to the floor. I'm ready to roll. Put the pedal to the floor. I think we've been standing around long enough. Like I said, and blast off. Let's do that stuff again. Moving like a fool in the game. So when the mainframe, when I'm doing my thing.
I had a big crash. I keep a bit slow, safe.
I'm doing my thing. Self-motivated, overtaken, being almost overrated. Don't you hate it when you hesitate? Man, you stood pat. Waiting under the cat. Ended up deflated like a tag. Ain't no rubber band. Can't start the action. Don't say jack like Charlie Chaplin. Take a stand. Search the man and bring a heavy hand like the bird of the wind.
The hard on stage 8 was physical with these sticky conditions.
You got to get the party started, man. You got to get the party started, man. You got to get the party started, man. You got to get the party started.
Long, the arm clamp got really real. Managed to hold on.
Like just sitting in the start gate, started raining. Just feels like story of the weekend really every time we get ready to start a stage, it just starts raining, so.
Stage 8 proved to be an eventful one, as overall leader Deyi showed he was not invincible, finishing 22nd with a crash. Cure would suffer the same fate, so the overall remained unchanged. Sam Hill capitalised on their mistakes to take the win. In the women's race, it was a stage win for Canadian Lanthier-Nadeau as she continued her charge up the rankings. Ravenel was still safe out front, but Corduria moved ahead of Anita Gehrig. Richie Rude put another disappointing weekend behind him to take a win on the final stage. A 44th place finish would see Dimitri Tordo fall from 3rd to 8th in the final rankings. Alex Cure took his first EWS podium, but it was once again Adrien Deilly who took the win here in Millau, making it a clean sweep of French riders on the podium. A puncture for Katie Winton would see her drop to 6th overall, as the Swiss sisters both made it into the top 5, Anita in 3rd and Caro 5th. Andriane continued her strong return to EWS racing this year, finishing 4th on the day, but once again, Cécile reigned supreme.
Yeah, it was definitely super hard, but I really felt comfortable on the trails and it kind of reminds me of home.
Your plans for the rest of the season? You're hoping to get back on top at one of the next rounds?
I'm gonna try really hard, especially in Whistler, if it's dry. I know in the mud, Cécile is like so strong, she's hard to beat. But on the dry conditions, I think I can try.
I try to ride safe, but I don't like that.
And your goals for the rest of the season, is it to try and win every round?
Just Spain and Whistler. After I'm in holiday.
I think all the young rider maybe go too fast on the first one and crash or broke some stuff. On this kind of rate, I think you need to be consistent all the weekend and stay on the bike and trying to be on the podium.
It's amazing, I'm very happy. It was such bad conditions, so hard to stay on the back, hard to push, but for a podium I gave everything.
Adrian, yet another convincing win today. How did you feel out there riding in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, it's still cool to ride in France and win in France.
And your plan for the rest of the season? To see if you can win as many races as possible?
Try to be safe, but it's hard in Enduro. Like even in the mud, you try to be safe, but sometimes it don't work.
After 5 testing rounds of racing, the title chase is shaping up nicely. With Adrien Deilly's 3rd victory of the year, it was enough to put him back into the lead, while Sam Hill leapfrogged Greg Callahan into 2nd. With 4 victories from 5 races, it's beginning to look like Cécile Ravenel will be defending her world title in style, but the race for 2nd continues to be exciting, as the gap between Ines Thoma and Katie Winton is now only 20 points. With the victory here in Millau, the Rocky Mountain Urge BP team moved up to 2nd and closed the gap on leaders Ibis Cycles Enduro race team, whilst Canyon Factory Enduro team continue their consistency in 3rd place. So there we have it. Yet again the rain made an appearance and produced one of the most challenging races the riders have had to face. But still we had the same consistent winners, with Adrien Deilly taking his 3rd win of the season and with it the overall lead. In the women's race, Cécile Ravenel put on yet again another masterclass. The French certainly dominated here on home soil in Millau, but will it be the same at the next round when we travel to Aspen, Colorado? It's over to Rick McLaughlin at round 6 to find out.
Started raining. Just feels like story of the weekend really every time.